Hello people! Welcome to the Crypto Clips YouTube channel. The stability of the Solana ecosystem has been compromised after hackers drained funds from thousands of hot wallets connected to the internet. The attacks are common with blockchain platforms, but it is noteworthy given the praise that Solana has received as being one of the faster and cheaper ecosystems for trading digital assets. If you want more of this content, Crypto Clipper, subscribe to the Crypto Clips YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. The hackers have been able to steal Solana's own cryptocurrency or SOL, and some compatible with the Solana blockchain, like the stablecoin USD coin or USDC. It is unclear how much assets have been stolen because of the ongoing attack, but independent analysts and security firms like PeckShield estimate up to $8 billion in losses. Solana has struggled with security incidents in the past, such as bot spam and reported distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks. Meanwhile, it's also taken deposits for the Saga phone that it says will launch next year with support for decentralized apps. Solana's official Twitter account said that as of 1 p.m. UTC, 8,000 wire wallets were affected by the attack, including those operated by third parties Phantom and Slope. The company did not explain the cause of the attack, but noted that there was no evidence that hardware wallets, those not connected to the internet, have been affected. Although Solana was a popular investment, the blockchain recently became the target of hackers after users claiming stolen funds from vaults that were connected to the internet. An unknown actor drained funds from 8,000 wallets on the Solana network. The status Twitter account says it's estimated the loss so far is $8 million. It appears that a new attack has only affected hot wallets that are always connected to the internet. The attack does not seem to be limited to Solana. Justin Barlow, an investor at Solana Ventures, reported that his USDC balance was drained as well. Crypto analyst at Oxfoobar confirmed the attacker is stealing both native tokens or SOL and SPL tokens or USDC, affecting wallets that have been inactive for less than 6 months. Solana is one of the affected wallets. It has not been compromised by this attack. Wallets drained through this attack should be treated as if they have been compromised and abandoned, with Solana advising users to switch to hardware or cold wallets. In a tweet, the company's latest update says that this isn't a bug in the Solana core code, but it is caused by the software wallets used by crypto users. On Twitter, co-founder of Solana Anatoly Yakovenko went into a bit more detail, suggesting that the hack seems to be a supply chain attack targeting both iOS and Android applications. The transactions are signed with users' private keys, so the attackers have somehow compromised their seed phrase for securing their wallets. Phantom, the fast-growing Solana-based Bitcoin wallet company, issued a statement hours after their issues. Phantom does not believe this to be a specific issue with Phantom itself. The wallet developer says it has reason to believe that the reported exploits were due to complications of importing accounts from Slope Finance. The team is still working furiously to identify where there may have been further vulnerabilities that contributed to this incident. Slope said they are working to get things fixed, while the NFT marketplace Magic Eden urged anyone who saw a suspicious link on their page to revoke any permissions they granted. The cause of the attack remains unclear, but industry leaders including Emin Gunsirer pointed out that the transactions were properly signed, implying a supply chain attack. At Oxfoobar added that there is a likely that it's likely something has caused widespread private key compromise, and warned that revoking wallet approvals likely won't help. A Solana spokesperson declined to answer our questions and referred us to the company's status Twitter account, which stated that this issue does not appear to be a bug in Solana software, but in software used by several software wallets popular among users of the network. The company added that its engineers are currently working with multiple security researchers and ecosystem teams to identify the root cause of the exploit, which is unknown at this time. After a chaotic security exploit led hackers to steal $200 million from Nomad and leave users vulnerable, Solana is coming to a hard stop. The free-for-all attack saw hackers first steal $152 million, 80% of the stolen funds, which allowed hackers to access smart contracts. Solana from Blockchain is a new platform with innovative features, which allows it to operate up to 50,000 transactions per second. Solana blockchain uses machine learning and structured data to generate new functions that are more time-efficient than in the past. Solana is already making real-world apps for various industry sectors, including education and banking, proving this technology is far more sophisticated than it sounds. Anatoly Yakovenko, a former contributor to Qualcomm and Dropbox, founded and announced the platform in 2017 when he published the Solana white paper. He is a software engineer with experience in compression algorithms and distributed systems. Together with Eric Williams and Solana CTO Greg Fitzgerald, the team aims to make Solana a trustless and distributed protocol to deal with the traditional issues that exist on the Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchains. The Solana white paper is the first written reference of proof of history, described as a new way of timekeeping for the distributed systems on the blockchain. The Solana platform was released in February 2018 by a team of early data collectors who began as Loom. There was an effort to avoid confusion with Loom Network, which is a blockchain interoperability solution. Solana raised $5 million before completing a $20 million Series A round. In 2019, Solana Labs completed another round of funding led by Multicoin Capital of $20 million. After its launch on CoinList, Solana received an additional $1.76 million. The Solana team has accomplished this by working with global companies such as Apple, Qualcomm, Intel, Google, Microsoft, Dropbox, and others. They have received attention from investors such as Multicoin Capital, Foundation Capital, Slow Capital, CMCC Global, and many more. With the Solana Foundation's active role in the community, there are more opportunities for developers to contribute. The Solana Foundation funds and contributes to open source projects. The Solana Foundation funds and contributes to open source projects contributed by the community. The blockchain technology makes creating decentralized transactions possible. However, it is currently held back by the speed of its transactions. For example, while the Ethereum network processes 15 transactions per second, Visa's network can process tens of thousands. Solana strives to be the fastest blockchain by executing transactions on a network with no single point of failure. Solana strives to be the fastest blockchain by executing transactions on a network with no single point of failure. Its proof-of-history novel mechanism eliminates transaction fees and uses the native token to create more robust decentralized networks. Solana is a direct competitor to the Ethereum network. What is a programmable blockchain? Unlike Bitcoin, which is mainly a huge and immutable ledger, Solana employs smart contracts. These smart contracts are bits of code that trigger actions in response to the fulfillment of certain conditions. The Ethereum network has a significant amount of smart contracts, which causes issues when the system becomes congested. Even though Ethereum's TPS is low, so is the number of smart contracts. The Ethereum network has exorbitant transaction fees and uses a less environmentally friendly consensus algorithm called proof of work. Ethereum 2.0 will be coming in just 4 years, and so far, Solana is the fastest programmable blockchain. Solana uses an adapted proof-of-stake consensus model, which includes state-of-the-art core innovations. Solana uses the proof-of-history algorithm, which is not a consensus mechanism, but rather like a cryptographic clock. POH makes the network run more efficiently and faster because nodes don't have to communicate in order to verify a block. They all just have to agree on the time order. of the events recorded. Recording history on the blockchain makes it easy to order events in a way that doesn't require too much effort. The data center network is able to operate at optimal speeds due to node timers, which are in charge of the individual clocks. On the other hand, Bitcoin uses a proof-of-work consensus. This requires miners to verify transactions and generate new coins with each new block. Miners need to cooperate in order to achieve consensus, such as establishing when a transaction took place. The creator of Solana noted in its white paper the central feature of Bitcoin's proof of work, its ability to function as a decentralized ledger. In traditional centralized systems, which use central authority to timestamp data, there is no need for a clock because all nodes or computers of the system can trust that timestamps are accurate. There is a new application called Solana that can use blockchain technology to verify the authenticity of an event without having to depend on a person. Blockchains are scalable and they make appointments more efficient. Solana implements an efficient Byzantine fault tolerance algorithm, the PBFT, which is optimized for POH. The Tower BFT uses the progressive hash to help reach consensus without flooding nodes with too much communication. This helps improve transaction speed dramatically. Another component in this fast blockchain is the Turbine protocol, which packs small data packets. With smaller data packets, less bandwidth is required and speeds up the processing of the network. Solana is efficient with hardware preconditions. The C-level engine also allows for a parallel processing. This is a foundational move in the blockchain industry. Solana will be able to perform parallel processing with the same instruction but different inputs. The Solana solution to reduce the unconfirmed transaction pool is Gulfstream. It allows validators in batches of less than 250 transactions to send them ahead of time for confirmations and reduces the load on the pool. Using this method, Solana can process around 50,000 transactions per second. Generating the data the pipelining model processes is an efficient way to deal with sequential steps in a sequential process. Solana's CTO compared this process to how we wash, dry, and fold clothes. This AI enables transactions to be quickly validated, replicated on all nodes of the network. Solana's memory map files help the network scale. The 32 threads that an SSD computer supports can write to and read from the data at the same time, using something called Cloud Break. An archiver is used for saving data. It takes in files from the consensus validators to store locally, and then transmits them elsewhere on the network when they're needed again. The POH technology allows proofs of existence or POE per file to be validated across billions of nodes around the world in a reliable and fault-tolerant way using a Byzantine fault tolerance protocol. Terms of service require archivers to pay 3% of inflation for storing files under the system. However, not all implementations take the PoE scheme into account yet. Solana is the world's first scalable blockchain. Its permissionless network can produce 50,000 transactions per second thanks to one-of-a-kind architecture. The Tower BFT consists of an ordered statistical agreement, POH, which is a permissionless clock. Sometimes you may confuse proof of history with consensus, but they are two different terms. The blockchain's decentralized proof of history helps ensure security and is an integral part of Solana, one of the 8 core innovations of the project. BFT consensus relies on using the timeline to accelerate transactions in which permissionless clocks accelerated transactions at over 10,000 times higher speeds while employing parallel transaction thinking. The mechanism C-level enables smart contracts to run simultaneously as it enables GPUs and SSDs in hand with a transaction that runs simultaneously with no gas cost, thus speeding up their time by 10,000 times or more. The memory pool system known as mempool helps expedite transactions in a way that increases network speed. Now that you have a better understanding of what is Solana, you might be wondering what apps can run on the Solana network. With Solana, blockchain interaction can be programmed, which opens up a range of decentralized applications, including NFT markets, DeFi games, and DEXs. Smart contracts also allow for programmable blockchain interactions, such as supporting conditional transfers. With key features now live and others on the way, the Solana app ecosystem is well underway. The Decentralized Exchange Application or DEX is popular and holds many other features. As part of an ongoing rollout, stablecoins have also been introduced into the ecosystem. Solana is a potential competitor for permissionless blockchains, as it is based on a more modern smart contract platform. Comparing Solana to Ethereum, it is the first blockchain-based server platform and offers an exceptionally high TPS rate. The main advantage is that the platform can process up to 50,000 TPS, while Ethereum's rate is between 15 and 45 TPS. Solana's chief competitor is Scale Labs, One Token, ARK, and Syndax. However, their constantly improving project design sets them apart from all other blockchain projects. Solana launched its mainnet beta network in March 2020. After that, it got to be one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. Solana has completely functional features, and the developers are still working to improve them. Solana already has 250 dApps partnered, and it aims to market its services to help entrepreneurs onboard into the billion-user market. This is due to the scalability for dApps no longer being an issue, and Solana will implement strategies that introduce new partners and capital. Solana will create platforms for investors and traders to more easily use the technology on their platforms. To follow the progress of the Solana Labs team, visit GitHub. Solana's more than 430,000 plus hours of work allowed the overall project development and projects. The company's native token, or SOL, is used for transaction fees and software stocking. The protocol burns all fees paid in SOL, making it a deflationary mechanism and helping incentivize users to stake SOL directly from their compatible crypto wallets. This leads to a more secure blockchain. By September 2021, Solana's native token, or SOL, is ranking in the top 7 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. It currently has a total of 296,831,588.35 circulating tokens. With a 66,000% surge in price, SOL has been registering impressive gains on major exchanges. The all-time high is reached on September 9, 2021, when the price soared from $0 to $214.96. Participating investors can also increase their returns by staking as many cards as possible. With an independent board, the Swiss Foundation holds community tokens and uses them for marketing grants. The foundation's Coinbase custody is an offline cold wallet, and its team's funds are in USD bank account. That's it for this video, Crypto Clipper. Remember to subscribe to our channel. And if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!